I think the first thing I learned about Stephen Harper, and the most important thing, was understanding why he spent 3 years outside university working in a mailroom. This was a guy who was top of his class, driven, ambitious, all the things you would imagine from Stephen Harper. Got out of grade 13, arrived at Trinity College, University of Toronto, lasted a couple of weeks, quit, stormed off to Edmonton because his dad, who was pretty angry at him, was able to get him a job there. And he worked in the mailroom in Imperial Oil in Edmonton and then later at Calgary when they transferred the office. It was an amazing revelation about, first of all, how traumatized he was by the what I call the Laurentian elites, the sons and daughters of the ruling class that he met in Toronto, and how determined he was not to go back to university until he knew why he was going back and what he was going back for. The second thing I learned about Stephen Harper was his astonishing inability to take direction. All of his life, whether it was his father, his university professors, Preston Manning when they were at the Reform Party, Stephen Harper absolutely could not take orders from anyone, refused to, and would quit. It should have ruined him, but instead, he ended up in the one job in the country where nobody can tell you what to do. And it was a testimony to his strength of will that he was able to not be destroyed by that, but in fact to use it to get to the most important political job in the country. The third thing that surprised me was his lack of tactical ability at critical moments. Stephen Harper is a great political strategist. He can see the big picture, realize how he can shape it to his advantage, to his party's advantage, exploit it. But on the ground, on the day-to-day, when he has to make a snap decision, he often decides badly. And there were several times in his career when he was running for the leadership of the Canadian Alliance, during the crisis of 2008, when he was almost defeated by the opposition parties, when he was making really bad decisions and was rescued from those decisions either by good luck or by finally taking the advice of people who saw things better than he did. I think, in fact, if you look at the election campaign and his decision to go early and to run a campaign of an extraordinary length, unprecedented really since the 19th century, it didn't work for him. And I think it might have been the last example of Stephen Harper as a poor tactician.